Yes, you can get a laser rangefinder small enough to fit in your pocket, and a few of them have a maximum range of over a mile. But how many have a ballistic calculator that tells you how to shoot a target at that distance? Well, this is the IONJet8 from Mileseey. And if you'd like to learn more about this rangefinder, well, hit that subscribe button right now while the title graphics come up, and we'll get into it. Let's keep this unboxing short so we can just see what you get inside the box. This is the Mileseey IONJet8, and this is a high-power, long-range laser rangefinder from Mileseey. This is their newest unit, the IONJet8. I've also reviewed the IONJet2, and this looks very similar. Practically its twin, but this has some cool new features that the IONJet2 doesn't. Like the IONJet, it is internally powered, and that gives it majority of its weight. It feels very substantial. It's a metal body with rubberized panels for better grip in wet and cold conditions. With gloves on, and it is, as I mentioned, it's internally powered with a rechargeable lithium battery. There is a hatch at the bottom, and you can recharge it using a USB-C cable. Comes with one as well, and it also has a standard 1/4-inch photo socket to attach this onto a tripod or a plate or what have you. And it also it comes with a wrist lanyard that you can string through these side slits on the back here. As I mentioned, it's powered by an internal rechargeable battery, but also the cool feature about this and the IONJet2, and you can find a link to that review in the video description, is that both of these models also have a backup power source. It has a CR2 lithium battery, and this is your battery compartment. Just unscrew that cap, and there is the CR2 battery that it comes with, and I believe it'll also run off of the rechargeable version of the CR2. I think that's the 1650 battery. You can correct me there if I'm wrong about that, but it does come with a CR2, and that is your backup power source. It primarily runs off of the rechargeable internal battery, and it'll tell you how much of a charge each of the batteries has when you look through your menu and just tap your measurement button, and you can see that there at the bottom. We'll take a longer look at the menu screens outdoors later, but as you can see there, it also gives you a reticle at the center, and you'll be using your measurement button here once you aim it at your target to get a read on the distance. I won't bother with ranging this table here. But the cool thing is, if you see here at the very top right, that is that thing that looks like a rifle. Well, that is because this is the cool features that it has. It has not only a line of sight measurement tool, but you can switch between archery, firearms, and line of sight, and also an angle calculator. So yeah, your geometry, your trigonometry, you can get a estimated range to an object, even if you can't see it, if you can range objects around it to get a distance of objects that are obscured. So just using geometry, that's pretty cool. But you press your mode button to cycle between your different modes, and your forward and back buttons also let you cycle through different options in the menu. For your firearms, you can select between various calibers and make some adjustments there, but these also give you quick access to adjustments for wind, speed, and direction. So yeah, this is a very full-featured laser rangefinder. Plus, it has a maximum range, at least of the on spec, of over a mile. So we're going to give that a test as well. Also, in terms of physical features, really nice in the hand. You can see that it's about the average size of about an average sized laser rangefinder, but it feels much more substantial. It has a built-in eye cup on your diopter, and this is also below that. Next to that is your adjustments for focus on the diopter here. It has an internal, its intrinsic magnification is 7.5, and it has a nice clear glass. And yeah, we're going to get this fully charged up, and we'll give it a test outdoors. There's a recording issue with how my camera is syncing up with the LED screen in the eyepiece. Unfortunately, in my footage, you'll only be able to see half of what's displayed on the screen at any given time. Alright, we're on top of a hill in San Francisco, and we're going to see how far we can measure. Now I'm going to aim towards this road that runs down the hill, and it's about a mile long, so about halfway I'm getting 878 yards, and at the end of the block, I'm getting a measurement of almost 1,500 yards. Now, I'm going to aim for this hilltop here, and this is over a mile away, and I'm getting a measurement of 2,001 yards. So yeah, that is over a mile away. Now let's check out these ships in San Francisco Bay, and I'm getting a reading of 5,382 yards. That's over 3 miles. That is impressive. Now let's see if we can get this one other ship even further back, and I can see that. Wow, that's almost 6,000 yards. That's the furthest I've been able to measure with any handheld laser rangefinder, so this IONJet8 is very impressive. Okay, we've proven the IONJet8 is a long-range laser rangefinder. So let's use this opportunity here to take a look at the menu screen in greater detail. Now again, my camera is only able to capture half of the display screen at any given time. With your naked eye, you'd be able to see all of the displays here. Tapping the mode button on the side of the unit, I'm able to cycle through the different measurement modes from triangulation to firearms ballistics to archery to simple line of sight. Pressing the mode button longer, you get into the sub-menu screens, including settings, turning on the Bluetooth connection to your phone app, as well as changing the bullet calibers in the ballistic calculator. To test the accuracy of the IONJet8, I took it to the gun range where I know I could test it against a target at a known distance. Here is 100 yards. And now we're at the 50-yard line, and yep, it's spot on at 50.6 yards. 50 and 100 yards are too close to measure ballistic drop, so let's go to a hilltop over a kilometer away. For the example here, I've set a crosswind of 16 miles per hour blowing in from the left from 9 o'clock, and we're going to aim for this rock outcropping about 600 yards away, and 660 actually. I've paused the screen here so you can read more of the display. You can see a sunburst center reticle there, and directly below that at the bottom of the screen is the range that I've measured out. It's 660 yards. Above the reticle, it reads 18.9 MOA, and to the left of the reticle, it reads 11.2 MOA, with arrows pointing in those directions. And these are the adjustments that you would dial into the turrets of your rifle scope, or you would adjust visually using the stadia in your rifle scope's reticle to adjust for wind and elevation based on the distance that we've just measured. And this is based on the bullet that I've selected in my submenu, in this case, 223 Remington 77 grain Sierra Match King hollow point boat tail. Next, let's aim at the top of Mount Davidson, which is 1,500 yards away, and I've paused it again so I could read it. It's 103.8 MOA of elevation adjustment and 33 MOA of windage adjustment at 1,526 yards. And you have the option of switching to mils instead of MOA, or selecting a different bullet or caliber in its library. And this is the reason why Mileseey thinks the IONJet8 is worth the premium price. So that's the IONJet2, and I'd like to thank Mileseey for sending this out for me to test, and thank you for hitting the like and subscribe button. And if you haven't, what are you waiting for? It's free. It doesn't cost anything to become a subscriber to this channel, and it just takes a second to press the like and subscribe button. So thanks for doing that right now. Now, I gotta say, I am impressed with this handheld laser rangefinder, and impressed by not just its weight and heft, and it's substantial when you're holding this thing, and part of that comes from its all-metal body. It's not like a cheap, lightweight laser rangefinder, and it has 2 batteries. So it's got a USB rechargeable internal battery, and it has a user-replaceable CR2 battery, and you can find a CR2 at any Wally World or practically any gas station nowadays. So you'll always have a reliable battery source, even on those extremely long hunts or hikes for that matter. And when you are in the middle of nowhere, you'll have a great view through this because it's actually got some pretty decent glass for a laser rangefinder, and it's got 7.5 magnification, so you'll be able to see your target clearly. And you're also able to see all of your menu screens through the unit itself and manipulate them through the buttons. And that includes the ballistics calculator on here. Now, a lot of high-end laser rangefinders out there that will claim compatibility with ballistic rangefinders, but you actually have to download that for your phone. And this one actually does have one. Mileseey offers a free downloadable ballistics calculator on your phone. But you don't even have to use your phone with this thing. You can just see it all in through the laser rangefinder itself. It shows you your windage and elevation adjustment that you need to put in. All you have to do is input the wind speed and direction, and also select a bullet caliber and a bullet weight. Yeah, it has over 30 different popular hunting calibers and bullet weights. The only thing it's missing for me is 22 long rifle. And I know that for a lot of folks, they don't consider that a real hunting caliber, but to be fair, it's actually probably the most common hunting caliber used in the world, because a lot of people, take down, pests with 22. But in any case, they are working on an update to the phone app that lets you put in user-selected bullet weights and bullet calibers. So that's there'll be a boon for those of you who are developing your own hand loads for long-range precision. Let me know in the comments if you think that's really important or not. But what is impressive for everyone with this particular laser rangefinder is its range. That's where you get the IONJet8. It's 8,000 yards. Yeah, 8,000 yards. And correct me if I'm wrong here, the top end laser rangefinders from your Loopholds and your Vortexes and your SIGs, they top out at 6,000 yards. This has 8,000 yards. And I was able to get over 5,000, almost 6,000 yards with this in less than ideal conditions. And I'm not talking like a clear, dry lake bed. No, I was testing it in the middle of a city in broad daylight with hazy air, and I was able to get almost 6,000 yards with this thing. So that is impressive to me in any case. So if you're interested in picking up one of these, you can find more information in my blog, in my written review on my blog at moondogindustries.com, and you can find a link to that in the video description. So thanks for checking that out, and thanks for taking the time to check out this video. God bless. Moondog out. What did you think of the video? Leave me a comment, and you can always chat with me on X, Facebook, or Instagram. You can find useful links in the video description, and check out my other videos, channels, and my website, moondogindustries.com.